Hey everybody, Masaki here, and welcome back to another episode of Shining Force. As you recall, in the last one, we started the fight here on the way to the Tower of the Ancients to help rescue Elif and Tarasu from the clutches of Darksol. Sorry about the way that ended, my throat got a little rough there. Grab some water before starting this one, so hopefully we won't have that issue at the end of it. My voice does sound a little better to me here at the start of this one, as it hopefully does to you too. So hopefully we can finish the fight this time without the same issue that happened the first attempt through this fight. So we're starting this one on Musashi's turn. So let's move everyone further down, as we're now to the point where, for my notes and everything, we want to move everyone forward, group them together, and then move them down into the forest to take on the last Durahan, the Minotaur, the two Wyverns, and the Torch Eyes. So I kind of just want to leave everyone up in the grass at the moment, not really move them too much further. Except for maybe Xylo, because he doesn't get hindered too much by movement in the forest. So that way someone else can actually move up behind the very back there in the grass to help out move the party a little quicker. Alright, so it's going to kind of be regrouping everyone, moving them forward, making sure I have my healers and everyone moved up. As you're seeing, and not moving all the party members at the moment because people were still catching up at the end of the last video. And not everyone was quite caught up to the rest of the group. So when you get to about where I just put Gort there, is when the last couple Durahans, if not, where I only had like all but this one here that you see in front of us move up and attack us, would have started moving. So now we'll have the Wyvern and the Minotaur start moving on us, as well as that Durahan. But the Wyvern and the Minotaur will actually start moving right at our leader, so you want to keep him well protected at this point. And keep him a little more towards the back of everyone. That way he doesn't get slaughtered, because the Durahans and the Minotaur can do quite a bit of damage to him. And then you can't forget that Wyvern has that Fire Breath attack, which will do a lot of damage to him as well. Alright, let's have Gord attack this Durahan, because we pretty much only had him do one attack in the entire last video there. So it hits the Durahan for 14 points of damage and got 30 experience. Move Chris up there a little bit more. I'll try to move her down and have her get an attack or two off for some experience as well. Alright, looks like the Wyvern is going to attack Luke, because the Fire Breath attack hits him for most of his health. So we definitely have to get him healed. Oh wow, we got both Wyverns moving up on us now, as well as the Torch Eyes, it looks, because one of them has moved up on us. Nope, one of them is staying down there. So I'm going to move Luke back there to get him away from the action a little bit, so we can get him healed and to keep him from dying. His Earnest attacks and the Wyvern avoids, he gets 1 experience for that. The Durahan is going to attack Gort. Gort again takes 1 damage because he is such a beast. Alright, Lau, you heal Luke here. Alright, so Lau's going to heal Luke, heals up 13 points of damage, and he's going to get 10 experience. And there it is. Alright, move our leader forward 1 spot there. I would like to get a spell off on an enemy or two with Ornery. I'll move you there to protect Chris, but then I'm going to move Chris down anyway. Alright, the Wyverns are going to attack Ernest now. hits Ernest for 27 points of damage, practically killing him. So now Ernest needs to be healed. The Minotaur is going to move up and attack Ken. Hits him for 18 points of damage. Here we'll have Ken attack the Minotaur here. Hits him for 10 points of damage and got 15 experience. Okay, the Torch Eye is going to move up and attack Gort. Ouch, hits him for 18 points of damage, and I'll have to heal Gort as well. Alright, Musashi, do your thing. Musashi moves up, attacks the Torch Eye, hits him for 25 points. Attacks again and finishes him for another 24 points. Torch Eye is defeated, got 48 experience, 1,350 coins. And you're gonna hardly do anything to Musashi. Because not even the Torch and the freaking Minotaur can do much damage, as the Durhan does 1 damage to him there. Alright, have Lau heal Ernest here. 13 points of damage. I would love to get a, like, freeze level 3 or 4 on these wyverns, because it'll do a lot of damage being fire-based enemies. Alright, and you can't do anything. Alright, we're gonna have to actually use heal level 2 to heal Ernest with you and get some more experience. And she heals Ernest for 13 points of damage and got another 10 experience there. Alright, the other wyvern is gonna move up and attack Xylo. It hits him for 27 points of damage. Yeah, as you can see, that fire breath is really, really dangerous. But that puts it in range for a freeze attack, or a freeze spell. And Henri hits it for 17 points of damage with freeze level 3 and got 27 experience. Alright, I'm going to move Musashi around and attack the wyvern here. It's the wyvern with a deadly attack of 53 points of damage, defeating it in one fell swoop. 48 experience, 1,350 coins. Level up to level 12. Attack increased by 2. Defense increased by 7. Hit points increased by 1. What a kill. That was amazing, folks. Alright, and the Minotaur attacks Ken for 20 points of damage, and gets a second attack in, hitting him for 18. And Ken got killed, and what really annoys the hell out of me about that is Ken actually got to level 10 in the first attempt through on this fight, but that was a failed fight, meaning I lost it. And as I said, when we finish this fight, I'll explain what happened there. Alright, so Luke gets a deadly attack of 44 on the wyvern, defeating it, got 48 experience, 1,315 coins. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, Ernest attacks the Minotaur, does 11 points of damage and got 17 experience. Alright, the Durhan is going to move up and try to attack Musashi. He takes 1 point of damage. Alright, Gort, you do need healing, so we're going to move Lau down and heal you up some, so that way you don't suffer the same fate. Gort gets healed for 14 points of damage there. And Lau gets 10 experience. have Luke move down and attack this Durahan here. And he misses and gets 1 experience, just lovely. I would only be 1 enemy away from defeating everything here. Otherwise. Alright, so we're going to move down and attack May now. It's made for 12 points damage. Only the Minotaur had only hit him for 1 point. We'd be good. And that could have potentially got him up to level 10. Alright, so Musashi takes 19 points of damage there from the laser. Alright, I do have Lao right there, so I'm not too concerned. I have Bort finish off the Durahan there, got 48 experience and 840 coins. Level increased to 12, defense increased by 2, hit points increased by 3. And I'll have her cast heal level 2 again to heal Gord a little bit. Or, well, May, for 12 points of damage there. Get another 10 experience. As she was too far away to actually do any damage. And have Lao heal Xylo here for some experience. Gets 12 points of damage healed on him and got 10 experience, as that's the usual amount for healing, the full amount that heal level 1 and 2 can heal. And he's going to attack May again. Hits her for 11 points of damage. I'll have Xylo come up and attack the Torchak for 27 points of damage. And attacks again, finishing it off with another 13 points of damage. Got 48 experience, 1,350 coins. I don't know what the heck it is with enemies wanting to sit here and kill Ken. This was the second time it happened on a fight where I actually, you know... Well, this was the second time it happened where I actually had a good recording. I'm actually going to move you there so you can't just be wiped out. Alright, we're going to have Chris move down and hopefully attack him for good damage. 8 points of damage, and got 12 experience. Not too bad. You're going to move up and attack Gort, who you're only going to do it 1 damage to. 3 damage. I think I'm just going to give the kill to Chris. And I'll move Xylo over there to give some more healing experience to Lao. Although I already passed up Lao's turn. Oh, now you're going to attack May. So now he attacks May instead of Gort for 11 points of damage. But now we're going to face the ultimate humiliation and be defeated by a healer. May hits you for another points of 9 damage, defeating you. Got 48 experience and 1,500 coins. And we finished the fight now, but of course Ken died. As for some reason on camera, Ken likes to die in fights. Now on to the Tower of the Ancients. And we're not going to go straight to the tower just yet, because Ken died. So I'm going to, before we head into the tower, revive Ken and save. So let's head up and around here into the school building, into the back room, which is the church. Talk to the priest. Oop, nope, not promote. Raise. And revive Ken, who should have been level 10 if he didn't get killed. Sorry for the bit of bitterness there, but I didn't agree with that. and then save. And then over the last 5 minutes, we will actually head into the Tower of Ancients for once now, and start that fight. So now we head all the way back down through where this fight we just went through was. And here we can actually head down this way. There isn't anything down through here, more or less. You can just head back into the town that way. Because I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do, is go back into the town that way. But as I had mentioned, the Tower of the Ancients is actually right here. And there's actually some open chests, but we do have some unopened chests right here. But we do actually have to make room. Nope. I don't want to equip the Doom Blade. I want to give the Doom Blades. Oops, I think I accidentally just did the wrong thing there. Give Doom Blade, we'll give Ernest the 2 Doom Blades. Search here. And you discover a Devil Lance, which is another cursed item, and despite the name, the Doom Blades are actually not cursed items, although they are weaker than the Sword of Light, so you do not want to use them on your main character, on the leader there, so you want to use them on Alwyn or Bulbaroy if you're considering using them potentially. Alright, so let's open this chest, and you discover a Turbo Pepper. Oh no, wait, not equip. Let's go back to give. We're going to give him the Devil's Lance, but we're not going to equip it. We're going to keep him on the Halberd, because when I gave him a cursed ring before, he ended up being paralyzed from the curse so often that he was hardly attacking. Then we're going to move the Turbo Pepper onto Pell. Move in a little further, and now we start the fight. Stop them! Lord Darksol must not be disturbed. We must get inside the tower. Smash through these monsters quickly, hero. So this is quite a long fight, and we're not actually going to start it here, but I will run through the lay of the battlefield for you, not the actual monsters and everything going on here, but because we do have a couple new monsters in this fight, but just the lay of the field itself and why it takes so long. Basically, this tower requires you to run around this way, come up here, go up this narrow staircase here, fight whatever runs around here down this way, and you have a lot of jets in this fight, and they can just run down past the walls without having to run down the stairs towards you. And that's more than likely what's going to happen when you're fighting them. And these guys can fly as well. So you run around this corner here and come up here without any fighting at all. Come up to this point here where you fight these guys, and they pretty much block the stairs. So it makes it really difficult. And then you're going to come around here, around this side of the tower here, come up over here to where these guys are blocking the stairs here. Then come up here up this narrow staircase here where we have to come up in a single file line. Then come up around here. And the Wyverns are actually going to kind of hover around this guy here, who is the boss of the fight. He is not a named enemy, he's just a brand new enemy in this fight. But you will want to grab this chest before you finish the fight, though. And then because this guy is a mage, you don't want to be huddling everyone together in a group in a straight line of 3 fighting him, because he can cast the spell on 3 people in a row. So that also makes it take longer because you want to kind of space them out in a line fighting this guy. And only 1 person at a time aside from like ranged fighters and mages can fight him, unless you're using your flying characters, if you're using the people that can fly. So yeah, it's a lot of winding back and forth to get up to the boss in this fight. And then aside from that, like I said, you have this narrow staircase that can only take 1 person, and it can only take 1 person in a straight line. He can't go side by side, and he can't get behind this guy. So aside from like 1 fighter right in front of him, and then like casters or like archers or something, or possible flyers to get behind him, it takes quite a while because you don't want to stack up people behind him due to the fact that he can cast spells on a group. So this fight tends to take quite a bit of time to actually get through, but we'll try to do it in 2 videos. If not, you know, we'll probably finish it at the start of 3 like we did with the Demon Castle. But we're over the 20-minute mark now, guys, so in the next video we will actually start this fight. So until then, everybody, I will see you all in the next one where we tackle it and try to keep Aleph and Tarasu alive and rescue them from Darksol's clutches. So goodbye.